Hello friends. So this lecture is in continuation to previous some lectures which was on Z transform, then implementation of filter in Z domain, and also it is related to COM filter implementation. So in this we will learn one concept of pole zero determination if we are given with a transfer function, and we will also see how we can represent a, we can say, a non-causal filter into a, we can give the causal representation, or we can convert that into a causal filter. So for that, take an example. We are given with a transfer function that is hz that corresponds to some filter, and it is given as, you can see, 1 minus 3 z inverse plus 2 z inverse 2. Now first thing is we have to determine the poles and zeros so that this filter should be a causal filter. So first step what we will do is we'll convert this into the polynomial in z by taking z, you can say z minus 2 common. So if you can take that z raised to power minus 2 common, it will become in the numerator z square minus 3z plus 2, and that z raised to power minus 2 which we have taken common, that will come in the denominator as z square. So we know that if we want to calculate the zeros, we have to make the factor of numerator and then keep those factors equal to 0, you will get the zeros. And similarly for the poles, we have to keep the factors equal to 0 in the denominator. So if we factorize the numerator, we'll get two factors, that is z minus 2 into z minus 1, and in denominator we have z square, so it will be z dot z. So if I keep these two factors simultaneously, means individually, if we keep these equal to 0, you will get two zeros, that is at z equal to 2 and 1. That means we have one 0 at 2 and other 0 at 1. And poles, where we are getting poles, so we have poles at z, two poles basically we are having at z equal to 0. So this is second order pole at z equal to 0. So in this way you can find out the location of zeros at poles. Now let's see the pole zero plot for this. As we have seen, this is a z plane. So we have two poles which are at z equal to 0, and we have 1 0 on unit circle, that is with z equal to 1, and we have other 0 at 2 which is again at this, you can say, real axis. Now let's see one application of this in designing a COM filter. So we have seen in the last lecture that COM filter basically we use to design, or when we want to remove the harmonics of a particular frequency, and for that we are considering again a 60 Hz power line artifact that is picked by a EKG recorder, and also we have some harmonics of that particular frequency, such as, like, you can say F2, which is second harmonic at 2 into 60, we can say it is 120 Hz, and then we have another harmonic at 180 Hz, which is 3 into 60. So they are also generated with the fundamental frequency of 60 Hz. Now our motive is we want to design a digital filter to eliminate or suppress these unwanted frequencies, and for that we are assuming the sampling frequency of 360 Hz, that is FS is 360 Hz. So now what we have to do is, because we are using Z transform, so we have to design a filter such that it should be 0 at these fundamental and harmonic frequencies. So how you will find that location of zeros? So again we know the formula to find the location of zeros. So first, let's suppose first frequency we are taking 60 Hz, so it will be 2 pi f1 by fs, and f1 we are considering 60 hertz, so it is coming out to be that angle is coming out to be pi by 3. Fine. And similarly, we can calculate the location of second 0. So theta 2, it will be 2 pi. Second frequency we have harmonic frequency at 120 hertz. So 120 by fs, it is coming out to be 2 pi by 3. And you should remember that these will be conjugate zeros. So we'll have plus minus pi by 3, we'll have plus minus 2 pi by 3. And similarly, other angle we can have at the frequency 180. So 1 2 pi 180 by 360 is equal to pi. Again we'll have plus minus pi. So complex zeros must they occur in conjugate pairs, and also we can include one more at theta equal to 0, which will eliminate the DC component in the signal. So if you frame the equation and you calculate the exact poles and zeros. So by taking zeros, we have this hz, we can keep like this. 1 we have at z equal to 1, which corresponds to theta 0, that is DC component. And then we have at pi by 3 plus minus pi by 3, we can also write it as 2 pi by 3. Then we have pi, 4 pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. So these are the different location of zeros. We can say location of fundamental and harmonic frequencies, and at that particular frequency our system should correspond to the value of 0. That's why we have taken all these as zeroth locations. Now if you see this filter, and if I solve these equations by keeping the value of all exponential complex exponentials, you will get hz as, you can see in this, it will give hz as z raised to power 6 minus 1. So if I want to calculate the impulse response, it will be, we have seen in Z transform, it will be hn will be, you can tell it is delta n plus 6 minus delta n. So delta n plus 6 corresponds to z raised to power 6 and 1 corresponds for delta n. So from this you can find equation for yn. That also we have learned how we can say, if we replace delta by x, then h will be replaced by y. So you can get that equation, yn is equal to x of n plus x minus xn. But if you see this filter, basically this corresponds to a non-causal type of filter, because in this output is depending on the future of input sample. So to make this as a causal filter, we have to include poles. So how many zeros are there? There are 6 zeros. So similarly, we have to include 6 poles at z equal to 0. So we will include 6 poles at z equal to 0, and by that we'll get the equation of hz, that will be z raised to power 6 minus 1 divided by z raised to power 6. If you solve this equation further, we will get 1 minus z raised to power minus 6. So actually this is now the filter representing a, or we can say causal filter representing a COM filter. So it is also given by the, it can also be given by the difference equation. We can write again for yn, because if you write hn, what will be hn? It will be delta n minus delta n minus 6. So if I want to calculate yn, again I have to substitute that delta by x. So h will be replaced by y, and we'll get the equation yn, that is xn minus x of n minus 6. So this is the required causal FIR COM filter, which is used to remove the fundamental frequency as well as we can say the harmonics of that fundamental frequency. Okay, so in the next lecture we will continue one more example of COM filter. So till now, till then, thank you.